Heart disease is a silent killer, claiming lives around the world with little warning. But what if we told you that your body is constantly sending out SOS signals long before a heart attack strikes? These subtle, often overlooked signs can appear up to a month before disaster strikes, giving you a critical window to act. Imagine catching these early warnings and saving your life. Sounds powerful, right? In this video, we're diving into the top signs your body gives you before a heart attack, and trust us, recognizing them could be your best defense. Number 8. Cold sweats and dizziness. We've all experienced those dizzy moments standing up too quickly, or maybe after spinning around like a kid at recess. But what if those dizzy spells start happening for no obvious reason, or worse, are paired with cold sweats? It could be your body's way of waving a red flag. When your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, your brain might not be getting enough oxygen, causing you to feel lightheaded or even break into a cold sweat for no apparent reason. It's easy to shrug off a little dizziness here and there, especially if it's brief. But if these episodes happen more often or linger, they're not just mild inconveniences, they could be a warning sign of something more serious. Think of it as your body's warning lights blinking on the dashboard of a car. Don't ignore them. If you're regularly feeling dizzy or battling cold sweats, it's time to consult a doctor. Remember, catching problems early can help keep your heart and your health running smoothly. Number 7. Chest pain or pressure, angina. Chest pain, the one symptom we all know too well, is a classic heart attack warning. But did you know it often starts with something called angina? This discomfort happens when your heart isn't getting the oxygen-rich blood it needs to keep up. Now, while many people brush it off as indigestion or just a bad meal, that pressure in your chest could be your heart trying to send an urgent SOS. Angina can feel like a heavy weight on your chest, almost like an elephant decided to take a nap right there. And it doesn't stop there. In some cases, the pain can spread to other parts of your body, like your jaw, back, or even your arms. So if you feel that tightness, that pressure, or that burning sensation, don't just chalk it up to overeating. Take it seriously. This could be your body giving you a loud and clear warning. Don't wait for it to escalate, get checked out. Number 6. Weakness. A sudden and unexplained weakness, especially when combined with sweating, nausea, or dizziness, could be an indication that your arteries are becoming narrowed. When this happens, blood flow is reduced, which can cause the heart to weaken. A weak body might also signal that your heart is struggling to keep up with the demands of the body. If you feel unusually weak, along with any other heart-related symptoms, it's essential to seek medical advice. Ignoring weakness might delay important treatment and worsen your condition. Number 5. Flu-like symptoms. We've all had those days when the flu hits: fever, body aches, fatigue, and we just want to crawl into bed and sleep it off. But what if those familiar flu-like symptoms aren't just a cold or the flu? When symptoms like fever and fatigue come with chest pain, it's time to start paying closer attention. Flu-like symptoms that stick around for several days could be your body's way of hinting that something more serious is brewing beneath the surface. This isn't just a random bug. Your heart might be struggling. When the heart isn't working at its best, your body can become more vulnerable to other health issues. If you've got that lingering flu-like feeling, especially if you're older or have a history of heart disease, it's not the time to shrug it off. Keep an eye on how the symptoms progress, and if they worsen, it's time to reach out to a healthcare professional. It's always better to be safe than sorry, so don't let that just a cold mindset fool you. Number 4. Chronic fatigue. We all have days where we feel sluggish, tired, or just low on energy. It's a part of life. But what if that tiredness doesn't go away, no matter how much rest you get? Chronic fatigue, especially when it's unexplained, could be your body's way of signaling a bigger issue, like heart problems. Studies suggest that up to 70% of heart attack survivors experienced unusual fatigue in the weeks leading up to their attack. Imagine feeling drained and worn out even after a full night's sleep. It's not just the Monday blues. It could be a red flag for reduced blood flow to your heart. When your heart struggles to pump enough oxygenated blood to the rest of your body, you might feel like a deflated balloon, constantly weak and exhausted. This lack of oxygen can affect muscles, brain function, and overall stamina, making everyday tasks feel much harder than usual. A study in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that women in particular are more likely to report severe fatigue as an early symptom of heart disease. You might wake up feeling exhausted, even though you've had plenty of sleep. If this feeling becomes persistent and overwhelming, don't brush it off. Chronic fatigue isn't just about needing more coffee. It could be the first sign of heart problems lurking beneath the surface. Other related symptoms such as dizziness, brain fog, or muscle weakness can further indicate an underlying cardiovascular issue. If this tiredness sticks around, make sure to talk to your doctor. Taking action early can help you catch potential heart issues before they become serious. Heart disease is the leading cause of death globally, and early detection could be life-saving. Number 3. Shortness of breath. We've all had those moments when we've run up the stairs or chased after a bus and felt winded. But what if getting out of breath happens more often, even during the simplest tasks? Shortness of breath can be a sneaky sign that your heart is struggling to keep up. When your lungs aren't getting enough oxygenated blood, usually because your heart is under strain, it can feel like you just can't catch your breath. Imagine trying to breathe but feeling like the air just isn't reaching your lungs. It's like your body is gasping for oxygen, and it's not getting the memo. This difficulty breathing doesn't just affect your lungs, it can also mess with your brain, leaving you feeling dizzy or confused. So if you're winded after mild activity or can't seem to get your breath back at rest, don't ignore it. Pair it with other heart attack symptoms, and you've got yourself a warning. Your heart is trying to tell you something. Listen closely and seek help right away. Number 2. Insomnia. While occasional sleepless nights are common, persistent insomnia can be linked to heart disease. Research from the European Society of Cardiology found that people suffering from chronic insomnia have a 45% higher risk of developing heart disease. Studies have shown that individuals suffering from insomnia are at a higher risk of experiencing heart attacks, particularly if the insomnia is related to anxiety or depression. This is because lack of sleep disrupts the body's natural processes, leading to increased stress hormone production, elevated blood pressure, and higher levels of inflammation, all of which put extra strain on the heart. Anxiety increases blood pressure, and high blood pressure can damage the heart and increase the risk of a heart attack. A study published in Circulation revealed that poor sleep can lead to hardened arteries, increasing the likelihood of cardiovascular complications. If you notice that your insomnia is accompanied by feelings of anxiety, restlessness, or even chest pain, you should consult a healthcare professional. Additionally, sleep apnea, a condition where breathing stops and starts during sleep, is strongly associated with heart problems, including heart attacks and strokes. Managing anxiety, improving sleep, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle can significantly lower your heart attack risk. Simple lifestyle changes, such as regular exercise, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, and reducing caffeine and alcohol intake, can help improve sleep and protect heart health in the long run. If you frequently experience restless nights along with fatigue, shortness of breath, or heart palpitations, it's worth discussing with your doctor. It might be more than just a bad night's sleep. Number 1. Stomach pain. Stomach pain is something we all experience from time to time, whether it's from eating something that didn't sit right or a bit of stress. But when that discomfort suddenly feels different or more persistent, it could be a sign of something far more serious. Nausea, bloating, or sharp pains in the stomach can be your body's way of warning you about a heart attack in the making. And here's the kicker. Abdominal pain is often referred pain, meaning it's originating from somewhere else, in this case your heart. It's like your heart's way of sending a distress signal to your stomach. This kind of pain can appear in waves, sometimes just a dull ache, but other times it may feel like a full-blown emergency. If you experience this type of discomfort, especially in combination with chest pain or jaw aches, it's time to take it seriously. Think of it as your body's red flag waving in your face, urging you to get help. Ignoring these signals can be dangerous, so if the stomach pain persists, don't wait for the next symptom to hit. Get checked out by a doctor immediately. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more life-saving tips. Share this with your friends and family. You never know who might need to hear it. Stay tuned for more health insights, and remember, your heart's trying to tell you something. Listen to it. See you in the next video.